Hare Krishna. Welcome to this Thursday evening Q&A session from ISKM Singapore with His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu. So stay tuned for more valuable suggestions from Prabhu and answers from Srila Prabhupada books. And there are some devotees gathered here. And then before going further into this session, we'll go with Mangala Charan prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Gnananjanakshalaakaya Chakshurmenilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namavam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Share the live in the groups, Prabhu. The link. Actually, I have my first question today.
What's the question?
So, one thing practically that I am seeing as a difficulty is we are not doing bhakti properly. So now also almost every day struggling like anything, and then hardly it became like it did not become like a primary job for us. It became like a secondary job or something like this. Then when and yesterday and day before yesterday I was seeing your podcast.
Oh, you saw the podcast.
so I saw full podcast. Then you were saying you got immediately conviction that okay, I left my job and then let me work for Krishna. Does this conviction also requires the piety, or how, when we all will get that conviction?
Very difficult for you, because firstly, if you give up your job, then you cannot stay here.
Yes.
You have to go back, and if you can do it at home, why not? So but then again, you need financial thing to keep your economic status, So that's a challenging thing. The reason why I made that decision was because I was in Mayapur.
You see the voice coming well.
1979, I was in Mayapur. So for 1 month, I was in India. So when I was in India for 1 month with all the devotees, or practically all are full-time devotees. So when I came back, I decided to also become, I asked my mother, she said, okay. So that was the decision I made, and I guess Krishna helped also. I didn't have to go back and get a job or something. I never. It was one thing after the other. We went out on book distribution,
Mm.
and we got whatever we need to run the, you know.
Mm. Expenses for the temple.
Mm. So we didn't have much problem because my brother was working. He was in the army. He was actually in the air force,
Mm.
and I was decided to be full time. And my sisters and all similarly they joined. I gave up school, and all of us started preaching,
Mm. Especially.
collect donations, selling books.
Mm.
I guess we didn't have any big worry or problem.
No, I was seeing the entire podcast. It was not like a bone with silver spoon in the mouth and then everything Krishna arranged. I can see the struggle at every step that you are progressing, and at the same time struggle. It's like a hurdle only. It's not like a running race. So every time some hiccup always. Right from even when you are in US also. That's what I was seeing. So these kind of decisions, will it be really difficult after marriage compared to before marriage, or
I
nothing
had
like that?
I had no problem because I was prepared. Nothing else I knew. I only know how to preach, you know, and there was no lacking. Krishna provided. Krishna said, Tesham Nityabhikutanam Yogacham Vahamiham.
Yes.
Well, there's always big challenges. It's not that it's going to be so smooth. But especially concerning your eating, sleeping, and all that, I have no problem with that. Because we want to expand and we want to make a temple and so many things. So that you may have, difficulties here and there. And Krishna also wants to see, how you are really serious about, giving your, when there's a lot of problems and you want to give up and go, that again. But basically it is you, how you want to take the challenges. Because now you got wife, you got children. These are not easy decisions to make. Householder, unless you have been a full-time brahmachari, then for you, you won't mind. You don't worry or so you don't care. But if you are not, you are all along, you've been a householder and all, for you to make this step requires a lot of challenges.
And everyone, whoever seeing the live or video, I strongly recommend to see that podcast, which was the recently uploaded video. And later in the description of this video, also we'll put that link. And it's an inspiring journey from Sundar Gopal Prabhu. Whereas at every step that he was trying to, the moment he was saying whatever he read in the book, he immediately implement. Whatever he read in the book, he immediately implement. That conviction we wish and beg the mercy of you, Prabhu, to get for us also. Although we are reading or hardly reading, whatever we are understanding, we are not implementing for sure. So please, everyone, please see that video, and then we request your
But I don't think you have to go through all those kinds of obstacles and all. Unless you go and start a temple by yourself, then there will be different kind of challenges.
yeah.
But here, as we are concerned, we have pretty much crossed all those obstacles.
Yes, Prabhu.
And I don't think that you will go back to a point where they will revoke you and all that. I
Yeah.
doubt that will happen. Because pretty much they can see they're confident. And more so now, Krishna is giving us facility to
Yes.
permanently own a structure.
Yes.
Now the pieces are coming even more because you can see that what we cannot do here, we can do in another place and link it up.
Yeah.
And that's it's a worrying thing for anybody because either way we will establish ourselves.
Hmm.
Either here or there we will do. So you're not going to allow us here, we will do that.
Hmm.
But when we do that and we go move forward, we will also do here because you understand, we are just waiting for the opportunity.
Hmm.
You follow?
Yes.
It has been in my mind, I never take no for an answer.
Hmm.
That's how I work. You know, you say no, I will think how to overcome this problem. I didn't do the other part yet, how the society got registered.
Yeah, it
My
went up
whole
to
talk was 2 hours, but it's not finished.
you came back to Singapore. It is up to that. Yeah.
Some more. No,
I
part two, part three.
I don't think so. It's more than that.
50 years of, challenges. Every year there's a different challenge.
Still, Radha Yatra part not came at. Still, the society it stopped at Shiv Mandir's place.
No, I only spoke
That
something.
I
have
think
to
they
again
spoke.
do some more continuation.
They spoke
That day
for
I spoke for 2 hours.
more than 2 hours, Prabhu. After editing, it is 2
But
hours.
did you not see the 2 hours thing, right?
Yeah. No, it came 1 hour 57 minutes, but definitely you could have spoke more than 2 hours. Then only in
No,
editing it
but the
will.
whole 2 hours thing is already out.
Yeah. 1 hour 57 minutes is there.
Already out. Oh, I thought he did a what do you call it, highlighting thing first.
That is there. That is 1 minute trailer is there, 30 seconds. After that, 1 hour 57 minutes.
So let's continue there.
This itself is part one.
It shows how I went and then
Yes.
America and all that. I
Yes,
said
yes,
that.
yes. And you came back to Singapore.
Of course, I never tell exactly what I did because this is also recorded. I won't. I won't say publicly.
Yeah.
I think many also know. So it was a lot of challenges actually. I mean, I took it, surrendered to Prabhupada, and moved on. Never cared. But at that time, I was not married. Had no problem. Even when I got married, also, my wife was,
Devotee.
anything we decide, that's it. I had only her actually, 22, mostly two. We were doing all the groundwork. Slowly, Krishna opened some doors.
Yes.
I never say about how it went on further. Then also the Mountbatten property,
Yeah.
how I had a lot of headaches with that one, one thing after the other. And how we got the 2000 temple thing again now,
Yes.
Practically the whole life is a story actually. I read a big book on it.
Yes.
So you like what you heard, huh?
Not only like Prabhu, getting inspired. So, what to do? That's the question.
Yeah, I guess in that way, if I leave my body, you all can.
No.
While you're in Singapore, you can understand how everything, even this place, I tell you, the kind of decision, unprecedented. We were kicked out of Jalan Ubi. I mean, that Ubi. Then I asked, where we going to go, Prabhu? Just drive in Jalan, we will see. Who will make a decision driving? Moving a temple is not moving a house, no? Sure enough,
Even
we
moving a
drove.
house also, we don't do that.
Sure enough, we drove and we saw this sign for rental, outside. You know,
Krishna arrangement.
who will do that? And then I say, "Hey, stop, call the guy." And he say, "Okay, you want, all right." Then he say, "No, we want two, you know." "Oh, this one I just rented." "Okay, never mind, I will call him and cancel this rent." Prabhu, who would do like this?
Yeah,
And then we took this two,
at first.
you know.
Mm.
Then we had to do cooking. Cannot do without cooking.
Yeah.
So we put our gas tanks, gas cylinders. I don't know. You all came later. Then the next
By
door
the time
guy,
we came, pipeline.
next door guy is selling the property now. He complained, and the fire department came. Then what to do? The kung fu guy also was complaining a lot when we moved in. So then the fire department saw, hey, the pipe is there. Why don't you do the gas pipe? I said, "Can I?" "Yeah, no problem." We thought we cannot get this permission. But connected up, finished. Now, no problem.
It's a continuous supply. No more hassle.
Telling you so many things, little things like this. When I went to Mountbatten Road, I was, that Bankulan I was staying. The bank told me, "You buy this for 15,000. Now it's worth millions.
Yeah.
I offered to me at $15,000. 1991. I mean, I would have bought it 15,000. I mean, at least now millions. Like rent also never mind.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get $15,000. Then I went to Mountbatten. Just went 3 months only. How you take risk to go inside place for 3 months? Who will do that? There also bungalow here. Every moist you make, you can get problems. So when we went there, then the owner, I went to the university for a program. Came back in the night about 10, 9:30 something. Or maybe this man was sitting there, the owner. He definitely wanted to talk to us. Then he said, "How you stay here?" I said, "This Chinese lady renting, she rent to you." "Oh." "This lady, my partner, never tell me and she renting you." So never mind. I want to sell the place to you. You buy. You buy it at 2 how much? 2.1 million. 15,000 I cannot afford. Now I have to buy a property worth 2.1 million. You know, you understand how this arrangement, how you know you go this place in 3 months?
Will sell.
How the Prabhu, how you say all these things? Bless Krishna is inspiring. So many things. It's one thing after the other. Because we bought it and I also lost it. That's a long story. I was cheated actually. But I mean, I never gave up. Again, now one more we lost 500,000, but that one was more than 2 million. Yeah, lost about $2 million. I bought it for 2 million, and in just a few months, it became 7.2 million.
Wow.
You know, how the society would have been 7 million. Anyway, Krishna had plans. I don't know.
He has his own plans.
So many decisions, and I don't know why I did it. I guess it's Krishna's. There's so more stories.
Yeah.
Many. I had the guts, that's all. I took the risk.
Yes.
That was my, what we say, fortitude. I said, let's go. I didn't kind of wait for, Even now also I take, you gotta move, you do. That's why it says, they say, nothing gain if you don't, not, what is that phrase? Nothing venture, no risk, no venture. No venture, something
No
like
pain,
that.
no gain.
Something like that, they have some words. Even now, even this Ritvik thing also.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the first in the world,
Yes.
and I'm still surviving. In fact, growing. Some guys are very nervous. Oh, if I leave, what will happen? What is right we do, no? Yeah. In that trip, in that video I went, I was already leaving ISKCON. I was finished. I didn't want to go back. But Krishna never let me.
Yeah.
He never let me. One day also I. No.
Even in Bangkok temple, you found a book distributor, Bhakti Vikas.
We were going to the Lakshmi Narayan temple. We didn't
Yeah.
even know where we were going to stay.
Yeah.
He's there.
And
What
there,
are you doing here? I said, I just came. Actually, we just came, landed in the train station. You don't even address of ISKCON temple, nothing.
yeah.
He was sitting there selling books. He said, no, I finished. You can come with me. Go to the temple. I was
Yes.
not even dressed in a devotee. I was wearing pants. Go to the temple. There I saw how Bhagwan disciple, Chapataka disciple, all working together. I said, wow. In my side, all fighting, this Hansaduta is fighting.
Yes.
Still, I was not convinced. I wanted to go into, I told in the video, no?
Yeah.
Crossover.
In fact,
And he told me, you better don't try, because they stop roadblock, you passport, don't, what happened? Dangerous.
Yeah.
And they will shoot you. So, see, okay, too risky.
yes.
Came back, took the plane from Calcutta, Bangkok to Calcutta. The devotee next seat, not like others seat there. Next seat only.
Temple devotee.
How you explain? The car is waiting, will go again. I was forced. Yeah, Krishna just never let me go. Then I went to Calcutta. I didn't want to go to the temple. I go to the temple. Teacher who was there, I said, tomorrow I'm going to Mayapur, you come with me. And I was taken to Mayapur.
Yes, bro.
Mayapur, I was staying for 2 months, 3 months, getting restless. Jayapata said, no, you come with me. We are doing bus party. I was thinking of saving money also, no, because I'm going south. Okay. So I went down. I was waiting for him, and after Rath Yatra there in Calcutta. Also, when I went there, the time they had this, they got the Jagannath temple, Mayapur, there's a Jagannath temple.
Yeah. Rajapur.
Just only they got the temple. So he was doing the Abhishek for the Jagannath Baladev. Jayapataka was doing. And he called me, come and pour some water. I didn't go. I just stood back. Then after all that, he didn't. He got delayed, and I came down myself. Again, trying to go to find out how I can get the visa and go. Because I had to cross Iran. The time the Iran American hostage crisis, the whole embassy was seized. No? Seized for what, 1 year plus or something. I went to they say the embassy is in Delhi, not in Bombay. I went to Delhi. And Delhi, in the temple, I went to the embassy. They said takes 8 to 12
12
weeks.
weeks.
This was too long to wait, no? I said, okay, never mind. Put in the application. I went back to Delhi. You stay temple, must do service. My mind was starting to say. I went to, actually, I didn't say, I went to another friend who recommended some, you know, uh, his relative or something. I went to the house and the man was talking about his daughter getting married. I'm not into marriage all now. Please, went back to the temple and then I met my friend. I don't know him actually. He seemed to be knowing me. Bhaktiananda Sarup. You travel with me.
To Karnataka.
I said, okay, I can't do much. I have to wait for the visa. Because there's a bus now from Delhi going to London, Pays about $300. I wanted to go on that, because I have all the time in the world. Why? The reason why I want to go to Europe because my brother is there in Sweden. Actually, I wanted to leave. I was not really prepared to be in ISKCON anymore after my episode with him. So he said, "You travel with me." I was traveling, and I became restless again. Said, Tamal is coming. Why don't you travel with him? Say, okay, you come to America. So then again, I tried. Young man, no job, no nothing. How to get visa to go? I can't tell you. Also, it's all recorded. Some or other, I went to apply, and then my friend was there. Told the ambassador, he's just going for visit only. He's not going to stay. And the ambassador asked me some more questions. Are you going there? I can get. Then he gave the visa. And the day I was going, newspaper wrote, Hansaduta is no more,
Yeah. No more Guru.
excommunicated. Then I decided maybe should I go or should I, go back to Singapore. I said, that from preached in America, let me see what.
Yeah.
So then I flew from Bombay. Yeah, I think I flew from Bombay. Before going, I went to that Vittal Dev,
Pandaripur.
Pandharpur. When you see that, there was Sharad Purnima or something, very big,
Wow.
very
Very
crowded.
big celebration.
I couldn't take darshan, I think. I remember. And went to America, landed in Newark, I think, and then flew from there to Houston.
Houston. Yeah.
That established another whole story.
Yeah.
What happened there? Then finally came back to Singapore. Those days they don't give you the. I think did I say in the video? They don't give a ticket for you like that because somebody else ticket. They use one portion, never portion not you, and they give you no another person. So he goes and get the boarding pass. He gives you the boarding pass. Those days boarding pass never write your name. Nowadays they print your name.
Yeah.
They just give you pass. So I took that, and I was supposed to fly from LA, and I heard that in LA they stop over and they change the plane. I didn't want to again, because my name and this is different now. I'm not registered in their list actually. Because his name, flying to Hong Kong actually. So I went to San Francisco, and there they just stay. The plane just stay for a few hours. And I said, okay, I'll go to this is going through. And he came and he got me the ticket because he had to check in. I cannot do check in. He got the pass. Then I remember I was waiting in Honolulu airport. The lady asked, "You want to go down and stretch yourself?" I said, "No, I'm comfortable here. I don't want to go down." I mean, they check, then have problem, right? So sit in the plane, and then we went to Hong Kong. I got down in Hong Kong, went to temple, and then from there, okay, I flew to India because I had to go back to India for some reason. I can't say it here. And then I came out of India. And then I went to Thailand and came to Singapore.
Yes.
Then this time I was little more exposed and experienced.
Yes. There, you already became president.
When I
there.
started, I was not exposed how to preach, how to do. Of course, we did what we could do. We did what we know we did know. But when I traveled for 3 years, I saw the preaching in India. I saw the preaching in America.
USA.
That gave me more maturity. But the consciousness changed, And after America, I didn't want to go to Europe, and I just see how Krishna, he had a planet. I think he wants to expose me to the
Truth.
to the preaching that was done by Prabhupada. And I saw. So when I came back here, this is again my what we say revival. How to. So when I was early stage, I didn't try so much about the registration. They rejected already. I didn't push the matter. But when I came back, then I haven't spoken about all that yet. That was my challenge, how to get it registered. Without registration, how long you can go on, just collect money privately and yeah,
No,
you
no,
can
very
do,
tough,
but
very tough.
cannot expand
Yeah.
any structure, So, because I tried to register as Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, Bhaktivedanta Book Section, they refused.
They refused.
Then I tried.
Yeah.
Then I tried Govinda's gifts. They allowed.
Yeah.
So I was using that as a base to
Established.
start my preaching bookshop. That time affordable. But before I come to that, I had to stay in many places, which was
Stayed in a friend home for some time.
I mean challenging because you need money also, no?
Yes.
If you want to make money, you cannot preach. If you want to preach, you cannot make money. So you have
Balance
situation.
in.
So initially, those days we were selling paintings, this Karmi painting. How I decided I don't have the time. Fortunately, I moved to another. I mean, initial thing was rental was 250 a month. Those days rent was not so high. Then I said I will stay there. And I paid 1 month, I think. So I gave him a Bhagavatam set or something. After that, I couldn't pay. So he also let me stay for 1 year. And I was organizing, get all the devotees, whoever they came. And they had to give $50 like this. I could, and I was eating only one time a day. My father, we would bring from house, the meal cooked by my mother. Every day he will bring one tiffin and that's it. One time eating.
so much austere. I don't know.
And
So
then
I was seeing one photo that you were conducting this Janmashtami, and then you are doing the Radha Madan Mohan Abhishek.
that day when I was doing that, I was also having a book fair in World Trade Center. That was in Patipanan. Not this Singapore. They built later. I was there doing the what do you call that book fair. So I was running that one and then came back in the night to do the
Abhishek.
the picture is there.
It's there, Abhishek,
Yeah?
with white chadar.
No, that one is different. That picture is all I don't know. So then after that, the Janmashtami there, the book fair, we started doing this uh, Janmashtami show, That was our preaching to preach, make Janmashtami show, get some dances, something. Because we had after next 87 maybe or 86, 85 I came back, 86 maybe. I had all these Indonesian people to come a troop and do a Ramayana,
Ravana Dahan.
Hmm?
Ravana Dahan.
We did that because why the other groups all were doing Janmashtami show.
Mm.
So when I did their show all collection. But now nobody do that. We all doing in our place. Because we grew many years after that. But all the while I'm alone. No, I'm not. I'm not nobody who's full time except myself. No?
It's very challenging.
Hmm?
It's very challenging to run a temple or society just with one person, and then struggling every month. Oh Krishna.
Well, I mean, now it's all paid off. Huh? Nobody could imagine we have a temple. We can do many things now.
Yes.
Practically, they think we are the ISKCON here. Yeah?
Even Google also says the same.
Yeah?
Google also says the same. If you type ISKCON Singapore, our temple address only.
That's because they did we wanted to make it like that. The type is ours. When they come here, we give them the highest 77. So many things happened there. Second time when I wanted to go, also, Krishna never allowed. When Mahaprabhu was put in jail, I wanted to
Yeah,
leave the place,
that will
get
come.
asylum in London or something.
Yeah.
Krishna never let that. Never let me go.
Now he is letting you go because he knows that you will come back here.
Not letting me go. He expanded.
Expanding. Yeah.
Everywhere they want us to come, no? Anyway, all of you are doing a lot of service.
Okay. So we
But
hardly.
it's, the challenge is to make from cannot to can.
Yes.
Not fully can yet. Still they are,
Yes.
But I think Singapore is becoming more, they don't have the hard tactics they had before. Now they, soften up because they're no more worried so much because financially they are not,
They are strong already.
yeah. Let us wait and see. Our objective now is to get the temple.
Yes.
Once we get the temple, then the other temples are worried because they know they see ISKCON everywhere. Even in India, our temples are forefront, attracting a lot of people come because of so many facilities. Other temples, hardly they have been someone even to play the drum. Right? They have a
Extremely rare.
mechanical thing.
Yeah, machine.
That also some temples, not all temples. Nobody wants to be priest and nobody wants to, because the priests, all the priest children also go and study what?
IIT.
IT, and they want to work as a, so it is going down, is it? But our temple, yeah, some or other,
Yes. So one question from one Mataji, Anumanchi. How to make the Hindus understand that their mode of ignorance worship and mode of passion worship are the reason for are spread religion. They don't believe that and think Lord Shiva is supreme. Vishnu protects all. Basically, she is asking how to bring all of them, whoever there in the mode of ignorance and passion worship and thinking that Shiva or other demigods as supreme, to bring them to the Vishnu.
the best way is to give the books. To bring people to Krishna consciousness, and Prabhupada asked us to distribute the books. No?
Yes.
Ourselves to do that, it's a challenge. No? That's why the words of a pure devotee,
Yeah.
one time in a place, devotee he was sent there to do preaching. A lot of people. He came back and he reported to Prabhupada. Very successful, so many people. Prabhupada asked him, how many books did you distribute? Said, we didn't bring books. Prabhupada said, "This, what's the use of your 3-minute talk?" Right? So you see how Prabhupada thing that will really make the difference is if you distribute the books and people read them.
Mm.
When you take a survey here, everybody came because of reading the book. Right? Yes, who comes by some person class?
That's even
Yeah.
today.
So if you can distribute Prabhupada books, then there's a good chance the person will change. That's why our temple, whoever will come, of course, some people will come and look and go. But the real congregation is all those who read Prabhupada books. Otherwise, there's no meaning to come here.
Yes.
That's why some people come, the moment you say something, they don't want to come. You people only always Krishna, Krishna. They think they are other gods, and so that, because there's no knowledge,
Yes.
If you are in a mode of passion and ignorance, it's difficult for you to come out of. Unless you hear why Krishna is God, In fact, Krishna himself said, no, unless you know that I am a 719.
Yeah.
Vasudevam Sarvamiti, no?
Yeah.
At the lines, Vasudevam Sarvamiti.
Bahunam janmanam ante gnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudevah sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare.
This demigod problem is very prominent among the Indians because that's how they grew up. They go to a temple. and they ask for material benefits.
But I have a doubt of continuation in this. See, now when we talk about we Hindus, we are saying that this mode of ignorance, these kind of people only going to demigods and all. But we can see other religions, whereas they are strongly believing in monotheism, and then still they are even worse than this mode of ignorance people. How can one situated in that even darker than ignorance and then believe in single supreme?
Prabhupada, when he was asked this question, which is better, worshipping the demigods or following all this other religion which is not in the Vedic system? Prabhupada said demigod worship is high because they are in the Vedic system. Whereas the others is outside the Vedic system. So it is not, unless you are following the Vedas, difficult for you to make advancement. You know? Because Veda is Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitaha. So if you don't follow the Vedas, you are actually Naistikly. Naistik means atheism. You know?
Yes.
So you have to understand this. You know? And demigod worship is recommended in the Vedas for those who are overly interested in material benefits. In fact, Krishna says, if you are so much interested in 722,
Yeah.
I'll make your faith strong that you can particularly devote to some.
Yeah.
You understand? But if in the other case, because you can see, even they claim to be, coming from God, but there's no idea about who God is. They don't know his name, they don't know his form. Many things are excluded for them. And if you don't have worship of the form, then spiritually you cannot make any advancement. Can you show the verse?
12:5
In 10 to 35.
or 10 to 30. सत्वं न चेत् धातर इदं निजं भवेत् विज्ञानम् अज्ञान बीदापमर जनम गुण प्रकाशैर अनुमीयते भवान प्रकाशते यस्य च येन वा गुणः. O Lord, cause of all causes, if your transcendental body were not beyond the modes of material nature, one could not understand the difference between matter and transcendence. Only by your presence can one understand the transcendental nature of your Lordship, who are the controller of material nature. Your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand unless one is influenced by the presence of your transcendental form. So, I was seeing one article by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, whereas he was
So you see here, unless one is influenced by the presence of your transcendental form, your transcendental nature is very difficult to understand. Is it?
yes.
You understand? It is not possible to worship God if you don't have the personal form of the Lord, You follow? Yeah? In fact, Lord Brahma also says, those who don't worship or worship the impersonal form, they go to hell, You know? 394.
This present form or any transcendental form expanded by Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is equally auspicious for all the universes. Since you have manifested this eternal personal form upon whom your devotees meditate, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Those who are destined to be dispatched to the path of hell neglect your personal form because speculating on material topics.
See that? Dispatch to the path of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also quoted this verse. So this is a very important point here. And you see, we have Santaraj, Dashyaraj, Satyaraj,
Vatsalya.
Vatsalya, and then
Madhurya.
Madhurya. But it all starts with Santaraj, And you know what is Santaraj?
Like,
Accepting the form of the Lord. You
Yes.
can go and Nectar of Devotion,
yes.
35. Huh?
Yeah.
Nectar of Devotion 35, right below. The stage of Santaraj, huh?
Can be attained by the
Oh, go down further to the end, below. Right below. The last line of that chapter.
I go this paragraph, or
No, you
it's the
go-
last line is there. In other words, no one can be situated in the personal feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead without being situated at least in Shantaras.
So that means Santaraj means that unless you accept the form of the Lord, then you cannot be actual pure devotional service. Can you?
Yeah. The state of being established in my personal form is called Shantaras. And without being situated in this position, no one can advance to actual pure devotional service.
That so many of them, although they claim to be, worshipping the impersonal, mostly is impersonal form of Lord.
Yeah.
It's difficult for them to attain pure devotional service.
But how come Jesus attained that when he is teaching impersonal form? Then
You see, they have taught something, but now it is practically 2000 years down. So things change,
yeah.
You see, he said, I worship my Father, hallowed be thy name.
Mhm.
But they don't accept, mostly they worship themselves rather than worshiping the Lord.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And of course, the Muslims, they are totally impersonalist.
Yeah. The Muslims impersonalist, but many times when Prabhupada was quoting, he quotes Jesus as Vaishnav. It is Vaishnavism. He talked about the kingdom of Godhead.
That's a fact. We don't deny. Prabhupada was speaking to a certain class of people, all whites particularly. So to encourage them, he had to,
Mm.
you know. But if you go to India, they're all Indians.
This will not do.
Like now you all are Indians, you
Yeah.
can understand. So therefore I'm showing you the reference,
Yes.
Difficult for you. There's a verse also, 19, 213 and 214. 212, you have to go up. This is the verse actually.
Oh.
This is the same verse.
Oh.
It's from the Bhagavatam,
Okay.
You can read that 212.
This is from Bhagavatam 11:19:36.
You can go
Yes.
to 212.
2:1.
212.
Yeah.
Translation.
These are the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead when One's intelligence is fully attached to my lotus feet, but one does not render practical service. One has attained the stage called Shantarati or Shama. Without Shantarati, attachment to Krishna is very difficult to achieve.
Yeah. Attachment to Krishna is very difficult to achieve without
Practical.
accepting the form of the Lord. You know?
Yeah.
You understand? Next verse, is it?
Yes. The word Shama or Shantarasa indicates that one is attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. Dhamma means controlling the senses and not being deviated from the Lord's service. Endurance of unhappiness is titiksha, and dhriti means controlling the tongue and the genitals.
What?
This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 19th chapter, 36. The conditioned soul under the clutches of Maya, the material energy, is very much agitated by the urges of the tongue and the genitals. Control of the urges of the tongue, the belly, and genitals, which are situated in a straight line, is called dhriti. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura says, Taramadhya jivate lobamai sudurmati. Among the senses, the tongue is the most formidable enemy of the conditioned soul. Urged by the tongue, one commits many sinful activities. Although Krishna has given human beings nice food, people still commit sins by killing poor animals for the satisfaction of the tongue. Not being able to control the tongue, the conditioned soul eats more than he needs. Of course, everyone must eat to keep the body fit for the Lord's service. But when one cannot control the senses, he falls victim to the dictations of the tongue and the belly. Naturally, genital hesitation follows and one seeks illicit sex. However, if one is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, he can control the tongue. Bhaktivinoda Thakura further states, Krishna bado doyamai paribhore jivaj. Sopresadanna dilobai di. In order to conquer the tongue, Krishna has been very merciful and has given us nice food that has been offered to him. When a person is attached to Krishna's lotus feet, he does not eat anything not offered to Krishna. Sheyannamruta khao, Radha Krishna gunagao, Preme Dako Chaitanya Nitai. Since a devotee eats only prasadam, he conquers the dictations of the tongue, belly, and genitals. One can control the dictates of the senses when situated in the position of Shantaras. Then one's advancement in Krishna consciousness is assured.
Correct? Start with the eating, no?
So that prasadam offering is to the form.
Next. I don't know, this verse is not.
Krishna vina trisha tyaga tara karya mani ateva shanta Krishna bhakta ekajna. Giving up all the desires not connected with Krishna is the business of one who is in Shantaras. Only a devotee of Krishna can be situated on that platform. He is thus called Shantaras Bhakta.
So, in other words, if you talk about other religions, they don't come to this. Understand? If you don't know Krishna is the supreme God, then you have to keep taking. That's why the verse 719, no?
Bahuna.
Huh? Unless you know Vasudevan Sarvamiti, then you cannot. That's why if you are a devotee, you can understand this. But if you're not a devotee, of course, we will try to encourage them. Cannot. So Prabhupada, being a pure devotee, he was trying to encourage them to. He will say, if you don't have any name, then you can chant Krishna's name. You see his classes, you see.
Yeah.
Krishna's name, very attractive, very nice. You follow? Of course, you say any name of God is, but you don't have a name, you know, then you see. So he's trying to, instead of touching the nose like this. But for the Indians, it's direct. He doesn't have to say that. You chant Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the whole idea, how to encourage them to take up the process. Because the moment they start chanting, then their whole life changes. Even if they chant once.
Yes.
You see the point? So you try to understand how a pure devotee, she's trying to encourage others to take up, especially someone who is not coming from, the Vedic background. So it's kind of a challenging. But nonetheless, he succeeded.
Yeah.
Practically all his disciples, only white people. Indians, you can count very few.
Yeah.
I mean, those days. So this is the point. And another verse, he says, Shruti Smriti Puranadi.
Pancharatrika vidim vina aikantika harer bhakti utpataye vakalta.
So any scriptures not in this Shruti Smriti Puranadi, it creates a disturbance.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
So from this verse you can understand how they're not part of the Vedic,
Yeah.
you know. So if you go there and you read that, it creates disturbance in the mind.
But
That's why the Vedic system is Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitaha 6319 Bhagavatam.
dharmantu sakshat bhagavat. धर्मन्तु साक्षात् भगवत् प्रणीतं न वै विदुर्ऋषयो नापि देवा न सिद्धमुख्या असुरं मनुष्य कुतश्च विद्याधरचारणाध्यया. Real religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although fully situated in the mode of goodness, even the great rishis who occupy the topmost planets cannot ascertain the real religious principles, nor can the demigods or the leaders of Siddhaloka, to say nothing of the asuras, ordinary human beings, vidyadharas and charanas.
Is that
Yeah,
so? Real
religious principles
cannot be.
are enacted only by.
Yeah. So all these others are only actually all these other religions only come in Kali Yuga. They don't come during other Satya Yuga, Treta.
Mm.
So what to do? Kali Yuga is a what?
Ocean of false.
Ocean of
False.
unlimited, and people will not fight so much about anything else, but for religion they will fight like anything. You see all the wars that are going on, especially religion.
Now also.
So religiously, conflicts. Yeah. Because they think that they are right. My religion is better. No, he's the last prophet. Whatever he says, only others all bogus. See? You understand? So we just have to tolerate for another 240,
420,000 years out of
427
that. Yeah. Out of 430 to 5,000 only finished. So
you can take,
427.
a few more births. Provided you have the karma to take birth in Satya Yuga.
Don't know, Prabhu. Then this way, if we don't have enough piety, Krishna will again hide us in his body.
See, not necessary that all the souls will come back in Satya Yuga.
Yeah.
They go back to the body of Mahavishnu and they stay there. When say Krishna wants to put you, then
Yes. Yes.
the Bhagavad Gita 9:7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything. सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेय प्रकृतिं यान्ति मामिकं कल्पक्षये पुनस्तानि कल्पादौ विसृज्याम्यहम्. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again.
By my potency, I create them again. So where you go, who will bring you out? He told Uddhava in 11:7. You don't stay here because in Kali Yuga, all the sinful souls are taking birth. So that it says here,
My dear Uddhava, you should not remain here on the earth once I have abandoned this world. My dear devotee, you are sinless, but in Kali Yuga, the people will be addicted to all kind of sinful activities. Therefore, do not stay here.
see? So in other words, in Kali Yuga, a lot of sinful, and as they are becoming more and more godless, that's going to be a lot of pain. So even now also, it's not like having a rosy time,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
How many wars are going on?
Today, one person was releasing a chart about how many wars there are now in the world. 32 wars are going, whereas 60 countries in war.
Not only that, every family is a war. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Untold miseries. The solution is to chant. Even the devotees who are chanting also fighting. How to do?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, you have to. Very difficult age. Kaliga, iron age of quarrel and hypocrisy. How you want to escape this? Tell me. Correct?
Yes.
Age is such, for every little thing fighting, quarreling. Yeah? Yes?
Yes, bro.
So you see how other religions and Krishna can't do to them. Well, then, so many people there. All right, any other questions?
Wait, wait.
mentioned impersonalists go to hell, but impersonalists go to hell, but it is also mentioned they will go to purgatory. Impersonalists.
One figure can't hold. Because the impersonalists will go 12-5.
क्लेशोदिस कदिरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्त ही गतिर्दुःखम् देवादिभिर् अवाप्यते. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
You can go to 2.
12.
No, 2, 12, 2.
Yeah. श्री भगवान उवाच मय्यावेश मनोयेयं नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धाया परयोप्येतास् ते मे युक्ता तममतः. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be the most perfect.
Next verse.
But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, fixed, and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, By controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engaged in the welfare of all at last achieve me.
You see the word at last? So it is not very easy to get into the impersonal form. You follow? Because, as Krishna says, to think of the impersonal is not so easy. The mind, to concentrate on the mind, you need a form. So of course, they tell you to worship the five personalities.
Yeah.
Lord Krishna,
Right from
not
Surya.
Lord Krishna, Vishnu,
First to Surya Prabhu,
Surya,
Surya to Ganesh, Ganesh to Parvati, Parvati to Shiva, Shiva to Narayan.
so they have, no, you can choose any one of them. Not that you have to go like that.
I'm like, among those five also, I was reading that purport by Shankaracharya 647. Then he was giving the hierarchy. Out of that, the highest is worshipping the Narayana form.
Naturally, of course, Narayan is the highest. But they concentrate on any form, this form that they kind of like, you know.
Mm.
So the point is this, that because there's no devotion involved, they try to just use that as a meditating, what we say, tool, you know.
Tool. Yeah.
So like the example, this
They say Sakara Brahma Nirakara.
envelope, very important because the address is there. But once you get it, you throw it. The content is more important. That's how they. So this Mayavadi, that's why the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Krishna re aprada. So for them to just easily go to the Brahman is not so easy. Understand? Mostly people who are killed by the Lord, they go there.
All Rakshasas.
Huh?
All Rakshasas.
Something very difficult to do. It's not that you get resolved very easy. That's why it says at last when you achieve. Such person engage in the welfare of all. You guys, I mean, what welfare for others they're doing? Mostly opening eye hospital and I think hospital is their number one priority. How you get pious activity of opening hospitals? Huh? You understand? It's not so easy to achieve this Brahman realization. In fact, all of them, the four Kumaras were also impersonal.
Yes.
Sukadev was impersonal.
Yeah.
Navayogendras were impersonal.
Yes.
And his name? Bilva Sukha Acharya, Leela Sukha. He's also impersonal. So only through impersonalism you will then come to the Paramatma, and then after that you become a devotee.
Yeah.
See, to become a devotee, you have to go through all this. That's the first step. Actually, God has no form. You understand? Some people may be successful, but that verse, 7:3, Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah. Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Kaschid Yatati Siddhi.
Not everyone. See that? You can read.
Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Kaschid Yatati Siddhaye. Yatatam.
Kashit means
Few.
few, no, not all.
Yatatam api siddhanam. Kaschin mam veti tattva.
Again, Kashin, very few. You read the translation.
Out of thousands, one. Yeah, some. Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection. Out of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth.
Out of thousands, only one may endeavor. I mean, not everybody become perfect. You understand? And among all those become perfect, hardly one knows
Achieves.
me. So this impersonal thing is not what we say by the dozens. You follow? You can endeavor, but will you become perfect enough? That's why Prabhupada said many times, they fall down. They come down to opening hospitals, they do philanthropic work and everything. Is it not?
Yes.
You understand? Not that everyone worship impersonal, they go back. Difficult to do. Something difficult, how the success rate? It's also difficult, correct? You understand this? Huh? And Brahma himself said, because they don't capture that, they won't fall. Generally, they fall down.
Yeah.
So where's the not easy to do this impersonal thing. Krishna himself is saying is klesada. Huh?
Kleshada, Adikarastasya.
So if you want to go to him and he says difficult, then what are you trying to do? Is it possible? Thinking of Krishna already difficult. Don't say about that. Yeah, you know you must think of him and all. But how? The mind? Yes or no?
Yes.
Imagine you have to think of the impersonal, then how much more? That's a difficult situation.
uh, difference between the atheist and the impersonalist, Prabhu. Difference between atheist.
Atheists don't believe in God, Gnostic.
Mm.
Don't believe in anything, don't believe in the Vedas, they don't believe in the word of God. They totally deny.
Who is better?
Huh?
Who is better?
Who's better, impersonalists or the both are
Atheist.
bad, no?
Both of them.
Both are denying the atheists, at least they are honest, they say no.
They don't accept there is
But
some
this
supreme
impersonally is saying no in an indirect way. That's why they are even worse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, at least the Gnostics, they know God. That what? This Buddhists and all, the Nirvana, no God. They don't, that they are atheists actually. Buddhists are actually atheists.
But they pray to Buddha form, no, Prabhu.
That's the trick Krishna let them do. But even they pray, they don't accept him as God. It is not that they pray and they think he's God. No, they think he's one of the person who have achieved the Buddhahood. They don't think he's God.
Then why do they put Buddha's form?
Statue with
Yeah.
form.
Everywhere, even in
He
Hong
put
Kong.
the form there to show people that he achieved Buddhahood. You also can become like Buddha. That's their philosophy. They deny the existence of God completely. And if you deny the existence of God, then how you can go?
Mm.
So for people who are innocent, they go and worship him. Actually, those who are innocent, they worship him as God. But for them, maybe there's something. But generally, all the so-called Buddhist philosophers and all, they flatly refuse. They don't believe in God at all. They don't believe in the soul also.
Yeah.
Because if you believe in the soul, then you must believe in the super soul. They don't. That's why you ask them the soul. No, there's some energy. What is that? No, some energy, some power. You understand? Because the whole idea of this Buddhist philosophy is to deny the existence of God. And God means Vedas. In that 15:15 Bhagavad Gita.
Vedas.
See? Vedescha sarve aham eva vidyo. The Vedas and the Lord, what is it? They flow together, no? You deny, then how you can accept? So the Buddhists came to deny that. That's why they are more or less atheists. Whereas the impersonalists, they are also atheists, but roundabout way. One say directly, this guy is saying, no, God has no head, no leg, no leg.
But impersonalists accept that there is some supreme controller. Though impersonalists, isn't it? Or I don't know, Prabhu. They meditate, they say, when I speak to some people, they say that there is some supreme control I accept, but they don't accept the form.
Yeah.
They accept that there is some supreme control who manages all this cosmic everything.
Not only they don't accept the form, they also say he has no head, no leg. How you like to describe your father with no head, no leg? Oh, what is that? That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said they are worse offenders. More worse than, at least the atheists outright say, no, no, there's no God. This guy says there is form, but what? You understand? Right. There's a verse like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. It is the CC, I think in the 6-9 or something, no? So this is the point actually. I think 6, what? That's why for the impersonalists and the atheists to go to God is very difficult. You understand? It's not something that you can offend the Lord and you.
Today only I came to know that all the four Kumaras, Sukadeva Goswami, they all come as impersonalists. I was not aware of
You're
that.
not aware. It's CC, chapter 24.
Okay.
All these people are
Then how they come to this realization?
by association of devotees.
Sukadeva Goswami from where?
They associated with Father. And then the four Kumaras, they went to Vaikuntha, they smelled the lotus feet of the Lord, Tulasi
So they got direct association of
of the Lord. They went there, no? Not Vaikuntha, at the gate. So they bowed down and they smelled the
The Tulsi
Tulasi. And immediately their mind changed. Association. And then the 9 Navayogas, they also shared in devotees. Without devotee association, you cannot become a.
Sukadeva Goswami, when he was in stomach itself, he was praying, isn't it? Sukadeva Goswami, he was in the stomach. He didn't come out for 6 years. And he was praying because Vasudeva is preaching when he's in stomach, or how he got?
No. He didn't want to come out from the womb because he was frightened of getting entangled with Maya.
So
So his
he's
father
already.
said to him,
Mm.
no, I give you the benediction. But he said, while in the womb itself, but you himself caught with Maya, how you can tell me? And then how? So you go bring someone who is not in Maya, and who? He went to Dwaraka to bring the. And the Lord said, okay, you will not be in Maya. Then he came out. The moment he came out, he was already 16 years
Yeah.
old. He started
He's
walking.
walking.
And that's why in the Bhagavatam he said, no, he was crying, Father, come back, come back. Only the trees heard the sound. It was, no?
So where and when he got the association of father to come from impersonalist to the personal?
And the father, in order to trap him, he got his disciple to go and chant slokas. So then when he heard this word, Ahobaki, Putana, Ahobaki, when he heard that verse, it became very much, you know. You know, this word. No, not this one. 3 something, Baki, type Baki. This, so when he heard this verse,
Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than him, Lord Krishna, who granted the position of mother to the she demon Putana, although she was faithless and had prepared deadly
you
poison
can
to be
tell him I'm
sucked
in a
from her
class.
breast.
So basically, he had the
So this is after coming out from the stomach and okay.
No, after he came out, he was wandering around.
Oh yeah,
Then his father, in order to,
bring him back.
yeah, so he started reciting this verse. So he heard that and he became attracted.
Association, he's in stomach Prabhu because he guarantee that time was association. Okay, once he come out only the association help. Okay.
Came Brahma body. Then he went wandering around. Father wanted to. Then he spoke the Bhagavatam verses. And he got
How
attracted.
come an impersonalist is worried about Maya? Why he's walked away from the house?
Why is he worried about Maya? Because in the womb he knows, but that's the prayer of the living entity, in Bhagavatam 3:31. That the living entity trapped in the womb, he says, now I'm okay, I'm not touched by Maya. But I don't know when I come out, There's a word there. So while in the womb, they are not affected by Maya. And they can see the difference because they know when I come out, I'll be trapped by Maya and I'll get conditioned. That's why there's a prayer, no? You can go there, you can see.
So when he's aware that he will get trapped by Maya, then we can't be understanding that there is a personal form of Krishna when inside stomach
No,
when we are
it's
praying.
this that you're praying.
Mm.
In fact, they're praying to the super soul, You can see the prayers of the living entity in the womb.
Therefore, my Lord, although I am living in a terrible condition, I do not wish to depart from my mother's abdomen to fall again into the blind well of materialistic life. Your external energy called Deva Maya at once captures the newly born child and immediately false identification, which is the beginning of the cycle of continual birth and death begins.
See that?
So he's already praying to the Lord. So he accepts that there is a personal form? No.
No, he did not accept the personal form.
Okay.
He was
So,
actually an impersonalist.
and
You
impersonally is
can
praying
go
to the
to
Lord, is it?
third canto, that 3:5, 3:4. You can see 3:4 how Vyasadev, is the literal incarnation. Can you go? And then how he spoke to his son. The whole thing is there.
1:4, right? That time this sages says, although he is able to,
1:3,
1:4,
1:4. Okay, go there.
1:4, 5.
Yeah, you go there and see how the incarnation, Vyasadev is an incarnation, literal incarnation, and how he spoke this sign to his son. You see that in 3,
So here are the questions there. Although
see that here? Why is this thing? An equivalent monist whose mind was always concentrated in monism. He was transcended to mundane activity, but being unexposed, he appeared like an ignorant person. That was his position. That's why when he came out, he just walked out of the house. See, next verse.
yeah, further up to 147 on.
While Sri Vasudeva was following his son, beautiful young damsels who were bathing naked covered their bodies with cloth, although Sri Vasudeva himself was not naked. But they had not done so when his son had passed. The sage inquired about this, and the young ladies replied that his son was purified and when looking at them made no distinction between male and female, but the sage made such distinctions.
See, position of Vyasadeva. Next verse.
How was he, Srila Sukadeva, the son of Vyasa, recognized by the citizens when he entered the city of Hastinapura, now Delhi, after wandering in the provinces of Kuru and Jangala, appearing like a madman, dumb and retarded?
Next verse.
How did it so happen that King Parikshit met this great sage, making it possible for this great transcendental essence of the Vedas, Bhagavatam, to be sung to him? He, Sukadeva Goswami, was accustomed to staying at the door of a householder only long enough for a cow to be milked, and he did this just to sanctify the residence. It is said that
No, I
Maharaj
don't think it
Parikshit
is
was.
there. Can you go to 12, 13 now? Or 12, 12, last verse. 12, 12, last verse. Huh?
The Bhagavatam discourse.
Can you go there? You'll see Sukadev Goswami. 12, 12? 60. 69. Yeah. Is that here? Can you read it?
Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the son of Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami. It is he who defeats all inauspicious things within this universe. Although in the beginning he was absorbed in the happiness of Brahman realization and was living in a secluded place, giving up all other types of consciousness, he became attracted by the pleasing, most melodious pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. He therefore mercifully spoke the supreme Purana, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the bright light of the absolute truth and which describes the activities of the Lord.
So he became attracted by hearing this. You know? Then he studied the Bhagavatam from his father. Then after that he started discussing with Parikshit Maharaj. You understand? How it happened that Vyasadeva was sending his disciples to they go around chanting, and he heard it, So although he is attracted to this Mayavad, but by hearing this he becomes, there's a verse also, 24, 1, no, 1 to 5, I think. 24, 1 to 5. You can see how person who is even in impersonalism, they get attracted, no? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the translation.
O great learned devotee, although there are many faults in this material world, there is one good opportunity, the association with the devotees. Such association brings about great happiness. Due to this good quality, our strong desire to achieve liberation by merging into the Brahman effulgence has become weakened.
See that? So this all are
So,
24 describing all these Mayavads, how they become devotees.
so by default, we all, when we are in the womb, are Mayavadis, or how is that, Prabhu?
Could be
Could be, yeah.
without your association with devotees. Either you are a great Mayavad or you are a great Karmi. Karmi also, by association, they change.
But Prahlad
There's a
Maharaj
verse
case,
also for that. 3 to 11. 3 to 11, is it?
Lord Sri Krishna, who manifested his eternal form before the vision
No,
of all.
sorry, 2, 3, 11.
All the different kinds of worshippers of multi demigods can attain the highest perfectional benediction, which is spontaneous attraction, unflinchingly fixed upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Only, only by the association of the pure devotee of the Lord.
That
Fixed.
so demigod worshippers, Mayavadis, they all can become devotees if they associate with the even people who are what Kirata, Hundara, Pulinda, low class. They also can become when they associate with the devotees. So devotee association is the key. Otherwise,
Yeah, Prabhu. Oh, Prahlad Maharaj case, it happened when he's in womb itself, he got Narada Maharshi's.
yeah, that was Prahlad's case, you know. Prahlad's case is different. We heard from him in the womb. But Sukadev Goswami, he did not hear.
But Krishna himself have come and said like, he'll
No,
not.
he told him that if you won't be touched by Maya, you come out. But he didn't teach him about devotional service. He did not.
So
So his father actually saved him.
Hmm.
You understand? Like
So,
the four Kumaras, they went and smelled the.
Tulsi leaf.
You can take out that verse. Third canto, eh? You can see here, when they bow down, they smell the tulsi fragrance in the mind.
Change.
From impersonalism, he came personal. This is not the verse. Not this verse, you know. Purport.
Yeah, 43. Yeah, this.
When the breeze carrying the aroma of tulsi leaves from the toes of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead entered the nostrils of those sages, they experienced a change both in body and in mind, even though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding.
That, because they're fortunate they got direct, you know, association of the Lord. But if you don't have this, then you associate the body, then they can convince you. You understand? That's why it says sadhu sangha, sadhu sangha. By all means, right? Devotee association is what we say most valuable, most rare, and more. You can take your lives also. You came direct. Yeah? Yes?
No, even if they feel that they came direct, it's definitely because of previous life, devotees association, this life, they got attracted to you.
Yeah, but did you decide? You say, no, I will take birth in what?
No.
Then I will go to Singapore, then I will meet the devotee. Did you? Huh?
No.
It's all arranged by the Lord, no? Who comes, who don't come. Actually, you don't even know what piety you have done. You know, it's all arrangement of the Lord. You understand? Simply, it's all His mercy. The devotee. And
Prabhu,
why this
then
Kali Yuga? Krishna came, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Prabhupada came. You could have born in the next Kali Yuga, or you could have been in correct? Yes or not? Why all this arrangement? Who makes this arrangement? Right? It is simply the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavan Jeev. Guru Krishna Prasada Bhakti Lata. It's not some joke by fluke or by chance, you know. And why so many guys, even among your family members, you are selected? Why others, why cannot? Same family, why? Can you explain?
The person.
Correct? You understand? Mercy of the Lord, In fact, there's a verse. Nayam Atmana Prabhachena. See this verse here? This verse.
Nayama.
नायम आत्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यो न मेधस न बहुना श्रुतेन यम यैव स वृणुते तेन लभ्यस् तस्यैस्य आत्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम. The Supreme Lord is not obtained by expert explanations, by vast intelligence, or even by much hearing. He is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. To such a person, he manifests his own form. This is from where?
This is from one Upanishad, I think.
Mundaka
Mundaka.
Upanishad.
So you see, it's not who become, who don't become. Some or other you have Krishna's mercy. Even you try to give up now, so you cannot. Cannot. Yeah, tomorrow onwards I won't chant and you cannot. Correct? Because he's giving you the strength, knowledge, realization. This is the word here, no? He himself chooses, no?
Yeah.
Correct? He is obtained only by one whom he himself chooses. To such a person, he manifests his own form. Try to understand, Krishna consciousness is, we all are prisoners,
Yes.
So when our release time, correct? When your release time. Yes? Oh, it is. I don't know who's going to do what, boy. Every living entity is born in illusion, So the Lord has to help, give the intelligence. That's why intelligence, spiritual intelligence only you cannot go and acquire. You what? You must be given. Tesham satata yuktanam vajantam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam. I give you the intelligence in which you can come to me. So who is taking birth here, who is taking birth there, it's all set up by karmana, daiva netrena, who lives, who dies. It's all in his complete control. You follow? There's no chance or no, by what? By mistake. There's no such thing. You follow? Some guys are just demigod worshippers. Some guys are impersonalists. The rare few become devotees. And that then next yuga, correct? In the next yuga, of course, this yuga not finished now, correct? This is the what? 27 cycle, middle, 27 cycle. Suppose you have to take in the next cycle, Krishna won't be there, no?
How it will differ? Now Rama, so many cycles before he came, still we are watching Rama.
So that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu won't be there. I don't know, Prabhupada. Maybe you come as Prabhupada. I mean, he will make arrangement. I'm sure he's got his management. Just like we hear the Matsya Avatar. That was actually the previous yuga, sixth
Millennium.
That sixth Manu,
Yeah.
behind the seventh. Right? Seventh also got how many? 71 cycles, no? So which cycle? How? I mean, it's a very complex management. It's not, and he goes with you all the time. He's with you. How you explain all this? Why he particularly put you here? Why? Yeah. So it's all his arrangement, mercy. So the thing is not to fail. No, why you want to stop this process? Very painful, Not fun, You also all experience saying all your relatives have passed away and all that. Very nice feeling. You tell me. I think we also, with so many of them, correct? His sister's husband, now his mother is dying. Not somebody's child dying. Wife still crying. How? Not Sai Dukhalyam Asasvatam. So devotees should not be foolish, thinking that, oh, everything is nice. Only a fool will think like that. One who's a cow, a dog, a cow, and an ass. Correct? The one is little intelligent. You will become very serious. Why I have to suffer like this? No, especially if you know, then why you want to go and do other things? You won't not. Yeah. If you're ignorant, then there's another thing. But no, I don't want to put my hand in the fire again, boy. I won't do it. Yes? You understand? All right, 10 o'clock already.
Last one, Prabhu. Sukadeva Goswami is being assured that he will not get attacked by Maya. He came out and the way he has moved, the walking time when women are naked, he never looked. Even women are saying that. When Vasudeva is realized why he got that attraction, why he can see, though he is not into realization, that personal realization, he's into Mayavadi, right? It looks like how.
Krishna make it like that to bring the importance of position of Sukadeva Goswami. Just like why he put Shiva in Maya. I mean, you think Shiva is really is an expansion of the Lord. Sukadeva is also an expansion of the Lord. Why? Just to show the greatness of Sukadeva Goswami. How exalted he is. You understand? If the father never run about it, and the ladies are swimming, and then you will not know about it. Yeah? Because he has to go into this and see how advanced Sukadeva Goswami is. You follow? Sometimes the Lord does things like that. Not that. Just to explain that Vyasadeva was a householder. He saw the difference between male body and female. But his son was not. He was a Brahma body, So he was not indifferent. So to explain the difference between a householder and he was actually what? Brahmachari. So the difference, you see? And for householder, he must make the distinction. Male, female. Yeah? If he shows no difference, why be an householder? He can take sannyas and move out, no? Yes? He's still living. Yesterday is still living. I don't know, he's with his wife. I think he's there. I don't know who is his wife. What's her name? Anybody know? Wife's name not mentioned. Yeah? Yesterday's wife's name, I don't know. I don't think it is mentioned.
Vatika Pinjala.
What's the name?
Vatika Pinjala, also known as Pinjala. I don't know.
Where is it? Big Bhagavatam.
Skandapura.
Oh, it's Skanda Puranam.
And Mahabharata.
Nobody knows. Huh? Pinjaka,
Pinjala.
Pinjala. And
She's
the other
also known
one?
as Vatika.
Vatika. Never heard though.
Also has a daughter. Vasudev got a daughter, Javili.
He's got a daughter.
Javili.
No. What?
The daughter of the sage Javili.
Jabali.
Javali.
Oh, so she's a daughter of Jabali. Oh. But he has another wife also, no? The fisher woman. That's his mother. Huh? What's her name?
Satyavati.
Satyavati.
They were considered as Vichitra.
Okay, any more questions? Finish? Anything else? Finish? All right, thank you so much.
One